Hey yo, this is another episode of the Steven from the Old Time Podcast. Listen to my dad, he's awesome.
A fine Wednesday evening in the comfort of our own home, and we find ourselves here once again because this year is full of new albums consistently. My anxiety is very high. I feel overwhelmed because there is too much music coming out. It is incredible how I am staring at a list of literally 10 albums that have come out in the last 7 to 10 days. Is it me?
Dude, July's been keeping us busy. Crazy month. Beautiful month.
What I like about the things that are coming out, the albums that are coming out, sorry, is that it's a balance of what we like commercially and what we like from the underground. A,
Yeah.
a, a solid balance. And tonight we're going to be reviewing two albums, two artists that we've reviewed on this podcast, but two artists that we absolutely have no choice but to review because these are two artists that we've grown to love throughout our journey for the last 15 years, I would say.
Oh, easily. Yeah, easily.
Okay. And I messaged you and I said we have no choice. We got to review these albums. These albums have been in heavy rotation for both of us. One in particular for me that you're gonna be very surprised about. But before we get into that, Malenko coming out, I have a list. I'm ready with the list. Action Figure is dropping Dark Side of the Ring 3.
Oh shit.
Okay. Top Hooter just dropped Handing Out Samples, which I listened to all day. Came out on a Wednesday, which we are today, but you're going to be listening to this on the 31st. And I listened to it all day, man. And it's like a part two to what he put out earlier in the year with Michelangelo. Man, I can't wait till you literally have the time to be able to go dig into this album, man.
I'm gonna do for sure.
Like
If you say it's like the other one.
it's like a continuation. It's like a part two, man. It's something that you put on, and once you get through the 23 minutes, you want to jump right back in because it's that good.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, we
I
will
I
do.
and I hope in the next couple of weeks after we digest the album, we could jump into it and do a review on it because man, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. And it usually takes me a while to really say I love an album off the first listen. This is something that I really, really enjoy. Top Hooter handing out samples. We have Jay Roberts, Shadow of Strategy, that came out. We have Bronze Nazareth and Apollo Brown, Funeral for a Dream.
Yep.
Did you hear it?
No, it's on my list.
Okay. Substance 810, The Lion's Share 4, The Last Specimen, part of his series. And we have Lord Juco, Break a Leg.
Oh, nice. Nice.
A lot of shit is
Lord
come out.
Juco, nice.
So when I start off the episode by saying I have a lot of anxiety and stress and I feel overwhelmed, it's because there's just too much coming out. There's just too much coming out. It's not a bad thing. It's not a negative thing. It's just that there's so much music to intake. I feel like I'm fighting against the times. Like I don't have enough time to get to everything, and I want to get through everything, and I want to be able to be talking about all these albums on the pod so that people could, could get to hear them as well. But there's just isn't enough time. But those are albums on the list. Those are albums that everybody needs to get into. But I have a question. And the first question I'm going to ask you of the evening is: did you listen to Raekwon's "The Emperor's New Clothes"?
Yes, I did. I did.
Can I have your first opinion on it, please?
At first I wasn't impressed. But I wasn't disappointed at the same time. I thought it was pretty much something that I was expecting from Raycon, but I listened to it 2, 3, 4 times now, and I like it better than before. But it's still not on the it's still not on that level, I think.
The wow level, the wow factor.
Exactly. It didn't give me no wow factor. And to me, it's always the same. It's always like, why don't you get someone younger to do the beats?
Good point.
That's to me the like why don't get like a conductor Williams to do a beat for you or anyone new, someone London Drugs could be something that could be crazy. Like those guys would accept it for.
Derringer.
Derringer was the first name I thought, or
Yeah.
anyone. Ghost, Big
Yes.
Ghost would be amazing.
Somebody to keep you alive. Somebody to
Yeah.
get you
Especially
interested.
especially for me is you hear Method Man on Big Ghost, on Rome Street, on all these other albums. Why don't you like go and get that information from Method Man? Method Man got that info, and dude, talk about Method Man. His verse on this is ridiculous.
He's been just giving us ridiculous verses across the
Ridiculous.
board.
And why he hasn't had an album yet? It makes no sense.
Yeah, I know.
It
I
makes
know.
no sense. It makes no sense to me. It
Yeah.
makes no sense. And the new releases, you forgot Daniel's son.
Which Danielson?
Daniel's son with DJ Moya.
I had no idea that came out. I guess I'm really definitely not paying
Shuffle
enough
with the
attention.
left. Shuffle with the left. They came out the 25th. And for singles that I'm enjoying right now, Daniel Caesar, Have a Baby. Great song. And my boy, Sauce Walker, No Pressure. What a song. It's a single. I've been listening to it on repeat. I love every time I finish to listen to Sauce Walker, I go back and go listen to some Chop and Screwed songs all the time.
Yeah, you're a fan of Sauce Walker.
I fucking love Sauce Walker all the time. No Pressure is so good. So good. So yeah, that's my thing. And what you think about Raekwon?
I think it is what it is. I didn't expect for him to give us a fucking only built for Cuban links 1 or 2 or Shaolins versus
Yeah,
Wu Tang. I take it for what it is. Look, Raekwon gave us a project. His last 2 projects before this were mediocre at best. Had some good songs, had some really bad songs. Look, it's enjoyable. The bars are the bars. The features are the features. You had a Griselda feature, you had a Benny, West Side Gun, and Conway feature, which really stood out to me. Look, it's not their best bars, but it's just all of them on a boom bap beat. So, look, man, it's this late in his career. What do you expect? You're not gonna get like high quality level. Like you're just gonna get what you get, and you should just be happy. It's just like the Slick Rick album. You're gonna get what you get. You're gonna get another Nas album. You're gonna get what you get. Like we shouldn't be expecting the wow factor. We might have a couple of songs that have the wow factor in them, but we're not gonna get the wow factor anymore. You know what I mean?
If Method Man drops something, I'm expecting the wow factor.
You see, the thing is I really believe that when Method Man drops something, it is going to be the wow factor because Method Man keeps up with the times. He's doing the right thing. He works with a Rome Streets. He works with a Big Ghost. Like
Redman give me the wow factor.
Yeah, after a while of listening to it, absolutely agree.
The Muddy Waters too gave me the wow factor. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but
maybe I'm biased, but it did.
Getting back to Method Man, like working with Mickey Diamond, like he's keeping up with the times. His ear is too quote unquote the streets. As to I think Raekwon doesn't listen to hip hop, isn't keeping up with the times, is just doing his thing. So you really push aside a bunch of the artists that are really making noise right now and the producers that are really making some of the best production. For Christ's sake, you can't work with Alchemist.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Any like a Madlib would be like a Madlib Raekwon.
Yeah,
like why not? Like I don't know. Sometimes I feel like it's something that's gonna. I know Dead End the hip hop loved it. The album thought it was pretty good.
They're old school guys that really stick into the old school lane.
Yeah, and then like the Clips production on it. That's totally crazy to me. totally
right?
crazy to me.
So, but again, you pick and choose. Like why the fuck didn't he like say, "Hey, Rock Marcy, let's do a song together"? I think this would be out of the fucking world.
Imagine a Raekwon the Chef. Okay. Raekwon the Chef beat by Rock Marciano with the Knowledge the Pirate feature. How good that would sound.
He's not paying
Damn.
attention. I'm sorry. And you know what the problem is with a lot of these artists? Everybody that's with them throughout the recording process or on tour with them doesn't say, "Hey, look at this. Go listen to this guy or go listen to this producer." They're just like, "Yeah, your song's fucking a 10 out of 10. Oof, one of the best songs I've ever heard you make." Nobody's ever going to be able to tell them, "Hey, I don't like this. You don't sound good on this. You should change it up a bit." Nobody's going to do that. That's why Ghostface put out that album last year that was literally a sack of shit.
Yeah, that was, and
right?
There was bangers on there. The song with Method Man is one of my favorite songs last year, and the rest of the album is shit.
So, right? So I'm excited to see what other people in the media and in the reviewing quote unquote podcasting world have to say, but to me it's just mediocre. It is what it is. And at sometimes I'm really enjoying it. At sometimes it's just like, I'm gonna put something else on. And he's one of my favorite artists of all time. He's in my top 5 rappers of all time. So
yeah.
All right, we got 2 albums. I would say it's a double main event. We are going to be reviewing Tyler, the Creator. Don't Tap the Glass.
Don't Tap the Glass.
Tyler puts out a record. We review it. Why? Because we've been Tyler fans for a very long time. And I think if you like, quote unquote, the word music, Tyler, the Creator is an artist that you need to at least go listen to his albums just to understand his process, the musicality behind what he does, and the type of artist. It's artistry, the type of artist that he is.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go and say this, and we're not gonna spend time on this album because there's not a lot to say about it, but I am really loving this record.
Oh my god, yeah?
Yeah, look, it's 10 songs, 29 minutes, recorded completely while he was on tour for his last album, Chromotopia.
Mm-hmm. The show was fucking insane.
Okay,
the show was crazy. One of the best shows I've seen.
That's one of my questions for you this evening. That's question number 2. But it's just a fun, loving record that makes me want to dance, which I was dancing. I've been dancing through it since it came out, and I don't usually dance. Okay, there's so much beat to it. There's so much groove to it. There is so much catchy hooks to it. There's so much sing-alongs to it, to the point where I want to see him perform just this record for me live.
Mm-hmm.
Like, man, this reminds me of a NERD style of album. This reminds me of a Chromeo influenced album or a Jamiroquai influenced album. The dude is well versatile in production, well versatile in different artists, different sounds that he was able to bring all of this onto this album. Big Poe.
Bro, I love the fucking bro ad-lib, bro. His bro is fucking funny.
Into the transition of the Busta Rhymes.
Oh, it's so good, huh? Me too. I thought, like, who would have done that?
No, I don't. The only person I could see doing that is a NERD or a DJ. Like
that transition on the first, and right at the beginning, he tells you, it's like the little machine voice tells you in the intro, this is no phones. This is you move. There's no complicated nothing. This is no chromatin. We're not going into deep shit. He's probably gonna talk shit, talk big, and flow. And that's exactly what he did throughout the album.
Yeah, and he brings a lot of samples from hip hop on here, which is what I like. Some old school hip hop, but it's happy go lucky, man. Like Sugar on My Tongue, such a song that you could just start singing out loud to it. Sucker Free,
Yep.
Love it. He brings so much synths
Yep.
in the production on here. Uh, Stop playing with me. Ring, ring, ring. Uh, Man, I'll take care of you.
Incredible. I love it. Me, listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Me, this album, I always started as Sucker Free. I usually not gonna listen to Big Poe and Sugar on My Tongue don't have much replay value for me. So I always start as Sucker Free.
Really?
And yep, I always start Sucker Free. That's how I've been listening to the album. Sucker Free, and then I go down to Ring Ring Ring. I'm probably gonna listen to Ring 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 2-3 times. I'm gonna Don't Tap the Glass. That first part, I always skip it. I skip the tweaking, and then the four last song is just to me on repeat.
Do you find that he's just really having fun with this record?
Of course, of course, he said it. I mean, he was on tour while recording this. Okay, first, and he sometimes he barely had something to record on. He just did it for fun. He just did it for fun, and he wanted to be creative and do something that he had fun on it. And dude, he did this shit easy. That's the worst part. He did this shit easy.
Yeah.
Dude, when Ring 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 started for the first time, like, okay, well, I'm gonna do this transition because he released this on Monday and the Montreal show was the next day.
Okay.
Right? When Ring 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 started, the first thing I thought of is Michael Jackson because of the bass line. That's the bass line that is dun, 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 dun. That's Off the Wall by it's exactly the groove of Off the Wall. Barely, but not exactly, but it's not a sample,
I
but
get
it
what
is.
you mean.
So I thought Michael Jackson. When I'm at the show watching him, he does everything Michael used to do. The
Really?
dance, yeah, the shuffle, the dance. When he closed out the show, he's in the wind tunnel with his button shirt open and he's bowing with his shirt flowing in the wind. Who did that? That's
That's true.
Michael. That's Michael. That's Michael. And he had two cameras. He had one camera filming his hand the whole time. He was doing a lot of moves. It's all choreographed with it, one focus on his hand. That's Michael.
My other question to you is, how can you not like Tyler, and how can you not like Tyler's music?
I don't know.
And to the point where, if I go back to last year's record, Call Me If You Get Lost. What's the one before that? That was super good. I can't now. I'm drawing a blank.
Before
Igor. Yeah, there was Igor. Like, Call Me If You Get Lost is something I really enjoy. Like, okay, I can't listen to anything before Flower Boy anymore.
Okay, I still do because I grew up with that shit. But I get it.
Cherry Bomb.
Cherry Bomb is atrocious.
Wolf. Goblin and Bastard. I can't listen to anymore.
That's my shit.
Wolf used to be my favorite. Wolf used to be my favorite. I have the special edition box set right in front of me as I'm looking at it. Okay. Cherry Bomb, I detested. Flower Boy used to be another one of my favorites. And then I just found he completely changed musically and started to really do everything that he was heavily influenced by. And it had to do nothing with hip hop until he got on to Call Me If You Get Lost. And then he really went into that mixtape bag, that rapidy rap bag.
Because of Griselda. Call Me If You Get Lost is because of Griselda.
Yeah. And, he had concepts throughout all of his albums. And in this one, it's just, again, I'm going to say it. I'm not being serious. I'm just having fun with my instruments and making music.
Yeah, he still has like a little alter ego with Big Poe. Like Big Poe and the bro. But the rhymes on this are amazing. I mean, the other song that for me is the highlight, that's something I'm gonna listen for the next 10 years for sure, is Don't You Worry Baby.
Oh, that's the singing on there.
That's one of my favorite, like, My Boo.
Yeah.
it's exactly the same song to me. Again, it's the same thing. My Boo is one of my favorite songs all time. I love that song. Every time I play it, I've been playing it for I don't know how many years. I still jam to it all the time. This for me is exactly it. Don't You Worry Baby is beautiful song. And then to I'll Take Care of You, and then to Tell Me What It Is, that to me those three last songs are amazing.
Yeah, don't you worry, baby is probably my favorite song on the album. Tweaking is probably my least favorite, but I like
Mhm,
the Don't Tap the Glass part of
mhm.
the album. And for the people that don't know, Don't Tap the Glass was supposed to be named his group with ASAP Rocky.
Oh yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then it never came to be made, so he used just this. Uh,
They had
ju-
great songs together too. Jesus, I don't know how that didn't work, but they had great songs together.
yeah, look, the album is what it is. There's not too much to say about it. Just a fun-loving record. Catchy hooks, that low singing voice,
I wish it was longer.
those background melodies. Yeah, I wish it was. Look, if you
I,
look at all
I
his
wish it was
past
longer.
projects, all his other projects, Malenko, are 55 minutes plus.
Yeah.
And you know what? Sometimes that's for me, for Tyler, gets redundant to where this is just it is what it is. Thank you for fucking 30 minutes. I appreciate it. I'm gonna vibe to this album for the rest of the year and probably into next year. This
Yeah.
is an album when I'm in the car with my kids. I'm gonna put this on when I'm driving on the road, when I'm in a mood in the morning where I have absolutely no idea what the fuck I want to listen to.
Yeah.
This is what I'm putting on. And the cover is amazing. Just a big homage to old school hip hop, LL Cool J, Ludacris. Even though he said that this
Mhm.
has nothing to do with that.
Oh
And
no.
no, I saw in an interview, he said this is just the way he wanted to dress, and he just wanted to make his arms and his hands and his chin bigger.
And people made it a big deal out of it, and it was
Well, he
just a
looks like
picture
LL
for him.
Cool J on the. He looks like LL Cool J on it, but
Yeah, with
that's
the red. Yeah.
but you know,
As a
and
chain.
he said that this was what he was feeling, so this is what came out of it.
Okay. That's funny that people found shit like that ludicrous because of the big arms and stuff. It's not the only one that done that shit. Like,
No, um,
I should go back and listen to those albums.
what, the Ludacris?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Yeah, he has a couple of good. He probably his first three albums are really, really, really good,
I
and
should go back.
then Theater of Mind, which I think is one of his best projects, but nobody was paying attention to him then.
No.
On 10 rating, please.
This is ah, I don't know because there's so much replay value on this.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's killing. I'll give it an 8.5.
Okay, I'm gonna go with an 8.
Okay. The only thing I don't like is Don't Tap the Glass.
The tweaking.
No, it's Don't Tap the Glass. I prefer Tweaking. I skip to Tweaking.
Oh wow. Okay.
I love Tweaking, but I just don't like the Don't Tap the Glass. It makes me think all the time of like a UGK beat,
I
or
love,
like
but
a old 8 Ball and MJG beat. You know when they sampled the Mission Impossible?
yeah.
It makes me think of that all the time. I don't know why.
Look, I think everybody should listen to this project, and if you're not a fan of Tyler, just put it on. Pretend it's not Tyler. You're gonna fucking groove to it. There's absolutely no way that you're not gonna move to this record. Number
Yeah.
one, and number two, listen to his transitions in each of his songs, from the high notes to the singing to the rapping to the instruments. The guy knows what he's doing. And like I said, this is like a Chromeo mixed with a NERD mixed with a Jamiroquai type of sound. And he did a
Yeah.
really good job with it. All right, let's get into the album that brought us here this evening. The second main event is Freddie Gibbs and the Alchemist, Alfredo 2. Look, we review Freddie Gibbs' stuff when it comes out, right?
Yeah.
We pay, but this literally took me everything in my soul, everything in my power everything in my mind to press play. I had zero interest. Okay. I can't, I like, I don't know. I literally had zero interest. Maybe because the rollout was so small. I would like it didn't, it wasn't, I wasn't waiting for long as to where Alfredo, the first Alfredo, there was a build up to it. This was just like, hey, it's coming out in 2 weeks, 10 days. The cover, I looked at the cover and I was like, okay, what are we gonna get from this ramen noodle type of cover art?
Yeah.
And am I interested in what Freddie Gibbs is giving us? Have I been interested in what Freddie Gibbs has been giving us? And I find that Freddie Gibbs, I'm getting older, and I find like Freddie Gibbs just acts like a child to where it doesn't get me invested in what he is doing. And we've spoken about this before.
We've spoken about it. Yeah,
so
we've spoken about it. And it's still my same issue to me when I listen to this shit.
And
it's I don't know how to describe it, man. I don't know how to describe it.
Look, we'll get into the album. How do you feel like when you saw that this was coming out? Because we didn't speak that it was coming out. Usually we get excited. It's Alchemist.
Yeah, but the sequel things is getting
stale.
It's getting stale, and I don't know, man. Sometimes I'm like, for this one, I wasn't that excited.
Mm-hmm.
When the first one was announced, you remember our reaction? I almost jumped out the roof.
I really almost smashed my old Kia Forte into a wall when I heard the first one.
When the first one got announced, it was a surprise album too. But this one, I don't know. There's something about Freddie Gibbs and the last project doesn't get to me at all. So I'm still curious. I know I'm gonna listen to it.
So it comes.
I don't like the cover. I don't like the cover.
You don't like the cover at all?
No.
Look, the cover isn't attracting, and I get that their name is the album is called Alfredo based off their names and not the album cover of the first record, which was
for sure
Fettuccine Alfredo on the cover.
You follow up with that. Now it makes no sense. This thing,
right? Because this is Japanese ramen noodles, with eggs, pork or beef, whatever it is. And I'm guessing that's because they changed the album cover because they went from being Italian mafioso to Tokyo Crime or Yakuza.
I have no idea, but they make reference to that a couple. He has a couple of lines on here.
Yeah, and we'll get to that. And they also put out a 15-minute movie of them getting back together, like Riggs and Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon.
I didn't see it.
I didn't see it either. I fucking didn't interest me whatsoever. It literally didn't interest me whatsoever. But I read up on it and I saw a couple of clips, and it has to do with them being like Riggs and Murtaugh from the Lethal Weapon series, which are 4 movies I love to death. Mm-hmm. And them getting back together because, fuck it. Let's get back together and put out another record, or let's get back together and fucking fight crime. So I pressed play, starting off with the song 1995.
Oof. Dude, when that shit started, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be serious. This is gonna be serious. That beat is one of Alchemist's best beat in the last year.
Great intro. Amazing starter. Intro. Groovy, heavily guitar. You know how much we like our guitars. The transitions in there. It was a perfect way to set off the album, right? Yeah. It wasn't hard hitting at all. It was basically like a connecting of, hey, we're back together. This is what we could do. This is what we've already accomplished, but let's bring it to the next level. Very airy, jazzy influenced. Getting into Mar-a-Lago.
Yep.
I'll be honest. I like Mar-a-Lago. I didn't want this to be the second song on the record. I didn't want to have two very similar styles of songs back to back.
Mm-hmm.
You?
I think the whole album sounds really similar.
That's literally in my notes here. Look, those two songs, great intro. Second song, it's good. I wouldn't have put it there onto the album. Lemon Pepper Steppers is a great song. You started hearing the classic Alchemist drums on here. His flow starts to change up. It's not very hazy background style of jazz, like the previous beats.
Yeah.
He's starting to get it back into the what we love of Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs being together. But there's something about this song to me feels very similar to something they've already done. I don't get a wow factor behind that record.
Okay.
You get what I mean? I like it. I enjoy it. But I feel like it's kind of the same thing.
I get it. I don't know. But what makes you the beat or?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just expecting more because it's just The Alchemist and Freddie Gibbs. Maybe because the first one was just so fucking incredible that we literally probably said it was a 10 on 10.
I like Lemon Pepper Steppers. It's funny. I like that beat. I like the hook.
Look, I'm not saying I don't like it. I enjoyed it. I like it. I just wish there was more to it for me to be like, wow.
Mm-hmm.
But it's classic Alchemist.
Yeah.
With the drums. Ensalada, one of my favorite songs on the record.
Yep. I think for everyone, pretty much, it's a big highlight.
Yeah, ensalada being the Spanish word for salad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Italians use it too, huh?
Yep.
Na insalad.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Look, is it Alchemist and Anderson .Paak need to make an album together?
They should. I don't know why it's not been done yet, but they need that.
Besides,
they complement each other so good.
Besides No Worries, Anderson .Paak hasn't been anywhere in the last couple of years. I fucking love Anderson .Paak. Mm-hmm. I've seen Anderson .Paak live, and I think he did an amazing job. Yeah. Such a great musician.
Yeah, he's on tour right now with No Worries, but they don't come to Montreal, those suckers.
No, nobody likes to come to Montreal. Empanadas, some of the same.
Yeah, and Empanadas to me didn't do much. I like the beat, but
look, I'm looking at you trying to talk about this record, and you literally haven't told me anything interesting. Why? Because I don't think the album is interesting up until this point.
It's not that. It's just, for me, Freddie Gibbs committed the biggest sin. And I looked so much into it because I liked it. I love Freddie Gibbs to death. To death. I thought, to me, he's one of the top MCs for so long now. I don't see how people can put a J. Cole over Freddie Gibbs to me. It makes no sense.
It doesn't.
It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, album-wise, the guy never missed. Flow-wise, I always said the best flow on mainstream, I think it is him. It is. I think he is the definition of switching flows and having a different flow all the time. That's what it is. It's Freddie Gibbs. But he committed the biggest sin ever, and that's doing everything contradicting your music and what you say on your music. And to me, that kills the magic. It's when I always bring this example. When I was a kid and I discovered that 50 Cent didn't smoke weed, it killed everything for me. I was like, why does he have this song on Get Rich or Die about weed? He doesn't smoke weed. So are you telling me these guys are lying to me? I remember the moment specifically when and you know who fucking ratted him out like a motherfucker?
Who?
It was Lloyd Banks. Lloyd Banks and Young Buck. They were doing an interview for High Times, and they gave a pack of bud. They're like, "Oh, this is for 50." And I it's Lloyd Banks that said, "Oh, 50 just raps about it, but he don't smoke." And I was like, "What did he just say?" So it's the same thing for me. When Freddie Gibbs raps about not being with these type of women that he describes all the time, dude, your baby mama was one of the biggest, like, like, I don't want to be disrespectful, but dude, like, what the fuck you talking? And all this Muslim shit, dude. You drank and you did drugs all the time. You had a, like, for sure cocaine problem. You got exposed by women, like like Benny in a battle. Like, he went at you, he beat you up in a restaurant. We all saw it. He took your chain, and you're still rapping here. You can't sleep before he bleeds. But, like, and you don't like these guys. They doing beef for clout. This is all lyrics that he said on the album. He's like, these beefs, I don't want to be around these beefs because it's just for clout. But you were friends with Benny, and you laughed at him being shot for no reason. And tell me
And
that's not for clout.
no, and he continuously disses Gunna and academics.
So 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 what? It breaks my fucking heart. It breaks my heart. It breaks my heart every time. And he's one of the only artists, I think, because I cared for his music so much and I listened to his lyrics so much. Then when that persona doesn't match, dude, if you tell me tomorrow that Benny the Butcher never sold coke in his life, do you know how that would fucking affect me?
You probably would go into hiding.
Do you know how much that would affect me when I did, like, if Currency never had a fucking car in his life?
I get it.
Like, it's the same reason, like, when Rick Ross came out and he was like this big boss and he was a correction officer, killed everything for me. Killed everything for me.
I get it. I get it. I get it. And it really does affect you listening to the music. I get it
Great.
110%.
I tried, man. I tried, but every time there's always these lyrics here and there that I'm like, yeah, right, dude. Like, yeah, right. Yeah, right. And I love his. I think Freddie is one of the best, like, to make funny lines as well. He got some funny fucking lines. He pissed on city girls like P Diddy. Get with me, come on, dog. That's fucking funny. But, like,
Yeah, I
there's
get it.
some shit that it just gets me, bro. It just gets me.
I get it. I get it. But look, I understand what you're saying, and I feel the same way to a certain extent. To me, the album just feels bland. To me, the album just doesn't. There's no exciting moments in the album. There's those really great songs like Skinny Suge 2,
Skinny Shug too, yeah.
Skinny Suge 2, sorry. Like,
Skinny Shug, but it's still really eerie. It's really, like, it's really spacey. He
yeah,
raps good on it, but it's really spacey, really. And then there's Feeling that Larry June just what the why we need Larry June out, and that's the Alchemist, huh? That's the Alchemist that decided to put him on for sure.
yeah.
And
But
it fucking destroyed it fucking killed that song. That Larry June verse, oh my god.
yeah, no, I get what you mean.
Larry June on this episode, on this show, you never, when you get Larry June, you never know what you're gonna get from me. Either I fucking love it or I don't know why he's so hyped. And then you release something with Cardo, I fucking love it. And then he pulls out this shit that I'm like, why is he so? He should have sang. He should have sung
Yeah,
he should have sang something.
I didn't want to hear him rap on this here. He should have just sang something on here because this was the perfect beat and transition of getting Larry June into
Sang
singing.
something. Sing something for like 5-8 bars, but don't go after Freddie Gibbs and rapping like that. Come on, bro.
No,
You trying to make it sleep or what? Come on.
I
Or
still
put Larry June first. I don't know. Or just on the hook, or I don't
Yeah,
know.
the hook. He should have just done the hook. But again,
Who
you
the fuck?
mentioned it. It's Alchemist. I still love her. That's a song
That I love. I
that
love that
that
song.
that that I really love also. Shangri-La, because that's that classic Freddie Gibbs
Mm-hmm.
flowing with the beat.
Yeah.
Another standout track. So right now I'm at like 3-4 standout tracks out of 14 and 48 minutes. Uh Gas Station Sushi. This should have been the end of the album to me. It literally should have been Gas Station Sushi. The beat sounds like a like an ending of a movie. There's
Yeah, I love
like
those synths all over the
right,
place. Yeah.
those synths that come in towards like the end of the verse, right? Like
Yeah.
that's an outro to an album, and that's what I would have liked them to finish with.
Yeah.
Because look, Lavish Habits, Gold Feet, featuring JID or Jid, however you want to pronounce it, who's a really good rapper. Jean Claude, not anything that's memorable on here.
But Gold Feet is like the two guys rap one against the. I love Lavish Habits. I like Lavish Habits. I like Gold Feet, but Jean Claude. I like the line. I like the line, but the Jean Claude Van Damme line was pretty funny. But A Thousand Mountains as well. Like, yeah, to me, yeah, maybe you could have ended at Gas Station Sushi. Honestly.
Yeah, because those synths is really an outro to an album.
Mhm.
But look, the album, 14 songs, 48 minutes. I got zero wow factor. And if you're looking at the first Alfredo, and I don't like to compare, but again, I'm trying to explain the reasoning behind it. The wow factor in Alfredo, the first one, really had standout tracks, 10 on 10 tracks. You know what I mean? It was
Frank
fresh.
Lucas. Frank Lucas
Like,
with Benny was insane. Look at me. Scotty Bean. Fuck.
right? This doesn't have that. This doesn't really have those memorable songs to it. It does have those 4 songs that I really enjoy and I really like, but it doesn't, it's too repetitive. It's too redundant, the record. Like even like, look, I don't want to knock on Alchemist because he really does have amazing beats. And the beats on here are really, really good. It's just that I find it doesn't fit with Freddie. I find they were trying to do too much of the same on here that it just doesn't fit. When there's a climax in a movie or in an album where you're like, oh wow, what's the second part of the album gonna bring? I thought that's what was gonna happen with Skinny Shoot. I can't pronounce. Sorry, Skinny Shug. Too. I thought that's what was gonna happen. We were gonna start getting hard hitting beats with fucking heavy drums from The Alchemist. No, we got a hazy, jazzy, soulful, very background instruments all over the place. Like noises. We know Alchemist likes to use those noises throughout his beats, like a bell here, like a wind somewhere.
Yeah.
But nothing stuck. It sucks. And I don't know. I find when I'm listening to, as I get older, when I'm listening to music and I hear people dissing the same fucking person like 4 years in a row, like it's not interesting anymore. Like you don't have to diss Benny again. You don't have to diss Gunna again. Nobody gives a shit about academics. Like we're not into that no more. It's like it's okay. Just do something. Do something to give me that wow effect.
He's the one mentioned in them, bro. He's the one mentioned in them, bro. He's the only one. But again, I
You
don't
got
know. I don't know how much of a bias the whole situation that happened in the lyrics. It affects me big time for me. I think
It's
big
okay.
time.
It's allowed. You're allowed to listen to the music the way you want. You're allowed to choose your artist, and you're allowed to have mixed feeling about things. It's not people have to really understand, and we're probably dragging this on, but people have to really understand if you're growing with an artist, it's like you want that person to win. You want to like continuously build with that artist, and if that artist doesn't give it to you anymore because of a certain situation, then it is what it is. It is what it is. And look,
Dude,
on
Freddie at his discography is already insane. It's already insane. When you
fuck,
think about it, mainstream dudes, he's killing so much of them. Like Alfredo 2, Pinata, Bandana, Freddie. Like he got so many, and that's just on the last in the last maybe since 2017, 16.
Babyface Killer is still my favorite Freddie Gibbs project.
Yeah, you're crazy for that. But
But yeah,
Cold Day in Hell,
oh fuck,
fucking Babyface Killer,
ESGN.
ESGN, like Shadow of a Doubt. You only live twice, dude. The guy has so many.
Yeah.
It's just, and people they forget about him. I feel like he's one of the top dudes in mainstream for a long time.
Oh man, he had his runs. He had his runs. Now I have a question for you. Is there any wow factors for you on this record? Is there anything on this record that you're like, wow, this is gonna stick with me and it's gonna make me go back to the record?
I mean, the intro was the biggest wow for me.
Okay.
The intro, because I was like, oh, they're gonna hit hard again. Lemon pepper steppers, ensalada. I still love her. And lavish habits. That would be pretty much my songs that I picked out of this.
Okay.
And it's not much. And they're not bad, the songs, but the only real skipper that I have, one like it's feeling.
Okay.
Feeling with Larry June, throw that shit to the garbage. We don't need that.
What about the Alchemist production on here?
Professional production. He's Uncle Al, but I I think it was just too much of the same. I think.
Very repetitive. Yeah, you know what? Like, I think if it was a different artist on this production, I would have liked the record more.
But we would have liked something to go, yeah, like you said, maybe some peak at some point on the album, but I think it just stays on the same level and is consistent, but it's nothing that is gonna stick out with me, nothing that's wowing, you know.
Your score on 10.
To me, it's a 7.5,
Okay. I'm actually
7.5.
I'm actually surprised by that score.
No, it's not a bad album. The songs are not bad. It's still quality music. It's still quality music. I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know. Name me some on mainstream guy like an album that came out lately. I don't know.
Oof. Can't tell you. Can't
Like
tell you.
I will pick this over a lot of.
Oh, for sure, for sure. Look, another thing of this record before I give my score, it's very moody also. Like I find that this is more of a morning record than an afternoon record. This is more of a
Yeah,
driving record
yeah,
when you're driving long distances. Like there's a lot of factors that go with this album that could really make it stand out for you. Like I went to the dentist this morning. I was listening to it while I was doing a cleaning on my at the dentist. It was there. It was good for it. I was enjoying it.
yeah.
But
Like
when you look at a record that's 48 minutes and you're like, okay, the record's not done yet. Oh wait, I thought it was done at song 10. You know,
yeah, that's exactly it, man. I think. And for Alchemist this year, I mean,
look, Alchemist is still the greatest producer of all time. There's
Life is
no fuck.
Beautiful was Life was Beautiful was I never went back to that fucking album.
No,
Never.
neither would I. It's still the production is still quality though. Like it's quality production. I'm gonna give you a 7 for this one.
7?
Yeah, and the highlights to me, I had almost the same tracks as you, with the Skinny Shug 2 that I really really liked, and I love that he did a throwback to the Ice-T Colors
Mm-hmm.
verse
Yeah.
to open up the song, and yeah, Ensalada and the intro. Um, yeah, we'll see what else comes out in the next couple of weeks. We'll see what else we're gonna review. Uh, But we have a new episode that's going to be dropping on Monday with an
Big
interview.
episode.
Big episode. Big episode, interview episode for the release of his new project, Andre DeSaint and Machacha, for their new project, The Black Teddy Santis. So please check out the episode on Monday, August 4th with Andre DeSaint as we break down his new album with Machacha.
What an album.
Man, I cannot wait for people to listen to this.
Yep. Same.
Like
Same.
This
That's
record,
been
man.
on my rotation. Been on my rotation.
It's an album that's been in my rotation too, and we had the honor and the pleasure of being able to listen to it. And man, nothing but great things to say about it. So I can't wait for people to check out the album that drops today, July 31st. And just check out the review, check out the interview with Andre DeSaint, the Black Teddy Santis. Malenko, thanks for your time as always.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Now I just want to know if people feel the same about Freddie Gibbs.
You're still on that.
I want to know if it affects people. Please write in the comments if someone fucks you up like that. But yeah, I want to know in the comments and give your notes. Let us know what you think. Please don't forget, subscribe, like. Look, we gave you straight reviews of mainstream music. We've been working all July of the underground. We work, we look for you. We record these. I edit these. I do the thumbnails. We don't ask you nothing. We don't have a fucking promo code for this. We don't ask you to fucking buy cereal at the beginning of the show. We don't ask you for nothing like that.
No hair products.
No hair products. No Manscaped. No none of that shit.
No condoms. None of that.
None of that.
Just
straight music. Straight what we think about music.
And we just asked for you to like and subscribe.
And we're no expert, huh? And look, if you help us, I'm gonna decorate it a bit more. My empty room.
Okay, Malenko, I gotta go watch AEW.
Okay. Have a good one.
Peace.
Peace.